I've been looking for the best gaming laptop for Minecraft for a while now. I've tried my mum's purple Dell laptop, a $20 laptop from eBay, and I even got myself an MSI gaming laptop and a Windows XP laptop. But when a new company called REDMAGIC reached out and asked if I wanted to try their first ever gaming laptop, I was intrigued. You see, when looking for a new gaming laptop, there's a good chance you're going to go for one of the best sellers from some of the leading brands. And normally they're going to be from a big brand like Asus ROG, MSI, Gigabyte, Acer, Lenovo, HP. But would you consider a new gaming laptop from a new entry into the gaming laptop scene? You see, REDMAGIC have previously had success making high-spec gaming smartphones, accessories, and monitors. And I think if they can put all of those things together, they could be onto something really big here. So with that, I can exclusively reveal to you their first ever gaming laptop, the Titan Pro 16. This is one of the most powerful laptops I've used before, and it's even faster than my desktop PC. So now it's arrived to me, let's take it out of the box and get my first impressions. Right, let's have a look. Oh, there we go. So we've got some pretty nice packaging in here. We've got this, and we've got the laptop itself right here. Let's take it out. Ooh, okay. It's got a bit of weight to it, but it is quite a high-spec laptop. Let's just put that to one side. Also in here, we have got some instructions underneath this layer here. We have got ourselves a charger, quite a hefty charger. How many watts is this? It is 279 watts. Wow. But hey, since this is such a high-spec laptop, it's going to need a lot of power. And that's pretty much everything in the box. Just the laptop, instructions, and charger. Right then, let's take a look at the main event. Just unpeel this. I know people like to listen to this. With ASMR. So yeah, no, it's not as heavy as I said it initially was. Lots of ports and stuff on it. Very nice finish on it. We've got this in black. We've got the shiny REDMAGIC logo on the top here. So that's quite a nice little touch. We've got the cooling at the bottom. In terms of ports on the side here, we've got a USB port and a headphone jack. On this side, we've got a USB and an SD card reader, which I appreciate. On the back, we've got an Ethernet port, another USB, HDMI, Type-C, and the power connector. The Titan Pro 16 has an all-metal design with an aviation-grade aluminium alloy. The REDMAGIC Titan Pro 16 has a 24-core Intel Core i9-4900HX processor, 16GB of DDR5 RAM, and an RTX 4060 graphics card with 8GB of GDDR6 memory. It has a 240Hz 16-inch display with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 and all comes in at a total power of 195 watts. The REDMAGIC Titan 16 Pro boasts an 80 watt-hour battery which supports 100 watt PD fast charging. The RTX 4060 can go up to 140 watts on full power consumption and comes with DLSS 3.5 with support for ray tracing. This is the laptop. Wow. Very thin bezels. We've got a glass trackpad, which I think is going to be very nice to use. And we've got a full keyboard with numpad as well. I really love the clicks of this trackpad. Just listen. Very nice trackpad. Not a big fan of this keyboard though. Right, we've got it plugged in and let's turn it on for the first time. Oh, I like this keyboard straight away. Look at that, it's changing color. Going RGB. And here we go, we've got the REDMAGIC logo. I'm guessing we've got Windows 11 on here, so we're probably gonna have to go through the startup for all of that and all the bloatware and stuff. But hopefully there isn't too much included bloatware on here. I don't think there will be, but we'll have a look. Look at this on the back. Remember that shiny REDMAGIC logo? Yeah, that's RGB. It actually lights up. It's pretty much just a standard Windows 11 setup. This screen looks really crisp and clear. Very nice. Oh, and the 240Hz refresh rate. You notice that pretty much
Set up your device using a screen reader. Turn on narrator by pressing Windows plus Control plus.
I was gonna say, you notice the 240Hz as soon as you move the cursor. It's really good. Right, let's get this set up then. All right, so we've just booted into Windows 11 and straight away we've got this very cool REDMAGIC themed, almost like a robot wallpaper, which is pretty cool. And another really cool thing that I've just noticed, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but this REDMAGIC logo just down here, similar to the RGB logo on the top lid, did. So this thing has just got RGB everywhere, and this is exactly what you want in a gaming laptop. Anyway, so we've got some pre-installed thing here called GOPA, which is interesting. What else have we got installed on here? Nothing, luckily, because we're not connected to the internet, so there's no Windows 11 bloatware yet. And yeah, as far as laptops go, this actually has hardly any bloatware at all, really. It's just got all the drivers that we need, and this software here called GOPA, which I'm guessing is like the control panel for all the things laptop. Yep, I was right. As you can see here, we can monitor our CPU, GPU temps. We can set the performance mode here as well, system modes. We can set the light, game modes. Yeah, this software pretty much does it all. The GOPA software also includes a mux switch, but that requires a reboot, and advanced Optimus can be turned on or off in the NVIDIA control panel. Now, if you don't know what any of that meant, just know it should run all of the latest games with ease. It's really fast and powerful, and that's all you need, really, isn't it? So with all that said, let's put it to the test. All right, it's time to do some gaming performance. I've flicked the mux switch and I've set it to DGPU mode only, and we've also put it in gaming mode. So let's do some gaming, kicking things off with some Minecraft 1.21. All right, let's go. Let's join a 1.21 world and see what FPS we can get. 1000 FPS on 1.21. Now, bear in mind, we don't have Sodium or Fabric or any FPS boosting mods. This is completely vanilla performance. Little lag spike there. But yeah, as we're just loading in chunks here, we're getting like over 800 FPS. If we go into this cave, over 1000 FPS. This is crazy performance for this kind of laptop. We're on the dedicated RTX 4060 GPU, which is proving to be a very good decision. If I was using Optimus, or if I was using the integrated graphics or on balance mode or whatever, we would not be getting this performance we're getting right now. This is incredible. The screen's really smooth as well with its 240 Hz refresh rate. It's really bright and colorful as well. The only thing that I will say about the 16:10 aspect ratio is if I grab a sword here, as you can see, it's kind of cut off on the sides here. Whereas if this was a 16:9 aspect ratio, then we'd be able to see the end of this sword. But oh well, it's not a big deal. In fact, I do actually value the extra bottom space for when I'm doing web browsing, productivity tasks. I don't even think my main PC can get a consistent 1000 FPS on the latest version, vanilla, with no mods or anything. But let's try this out on a slightly older version of Minecraft and also use a Minecraft PvP client and see what the performance is like then. Alright, so here we are on Feather Client 1.8.9. So this allows us to have the Optifine mod, so we've got loads of video settings that we can play with here. We're on fairly standard video settings right now. This is normally what I would use on my main PC, and this is the performance we're getting. Still, 1000 plus FPS, maybe slightly just under in places, just as we're loading in new chunks. But yeah, this performance is quite insane, to be honest. Wow, look what happens when we look down. Can we get the highest FPS on a Minecraft laptop? I don't know. Maybe we could try a super flat world as well. But yeah, this is super playable. To be honest, we've got way too much FPS here to play with. And yeah, on a laptop, this is good. Now, one thing you might be wondering is, since the laptop's plugged in right now, how much performance do we leave on the table if we run on battery? This will actually be quite an interesting test. So if we go ahead and just unplug the power cable, just like that. What frame rate do we drop to? Ooh, okay. This is almost like $20 laptop levels of performance here, or maybe even a Windows XP laptop. So yeah, unfortunately, there's just way too much power to be running off of batteries. So yeah, you're gonna need this plugged in. We could maybe switch out the GOPA setting here, maybe put it on balance mode and see if that will give us some more frames. Okay, it won't. Interesting. What about an office mode? Now, I have found that office mode has actually been better than balance mode and gaming mode in some instances. So let's try that here. What? How does that make any sense? We've just set it to office mode, which you'd think would just be like the most low-powered mode possible, but the FPS is actually better than both other modes. Like, we can play on a consistent 120 FPS, 60 to 120, which is perfectly playable and looks much better than 30 FPS, especially on a 240 Hz refresh rate screen just like this. Also, when we unplug the power cable, I'm pretty sure our display's refresh rate goes down, so this feels a little bit choppier than what it would when it's plugged in, but that's just because the software has set that for us. So yeah, if you want to game on this laptop on the go, it is probably doable. Oh, it is maximum FPS time. Look at this. 2600 FPS here. We're currently on a super flat world, just chilling in the void. And yeah, our FPS is insane. Wow. This is pretty good FPS. I mean, yeah, it's not going to break any world records, but for this amount of power on the go, it doesn't get much better than this. And bear in mind, we're still on quite high video settings as well. If we turn down all of this stuff, put the render distance down as well, just go on like full-on FPS boost mode settings. Can we spike 3000 FPS? Yeah, I don't think you'll be doing this on this kind of laptop, but it's still good, interesting to see. All right, let's take things up a notch and let's play some Fortnite. So here we are on Fortnite, just in a creative worlds here. And yeah, we're on epic settings right now. So this is like the preset, auto set, quality preset, epic. We've got VSync off, we've got our frame rate on unlimited, and look at our frames. I thought maybe we would be capped at about 60 FPS, but I've seen it go up to 100 and even beyond. It's actually quite playable, even in epic settings. Now I know no one plays on epic settings normally, do they? They normally play about medium to low maybe, but still, I mean, I can actually play like this. Now yeah, obviously the 240 Hz refresh rate is not kicking in. Anyway, let's throw down our settings to something a bit more sensible. I think most people play around medium to high, or they use a custom preset. So yeah, let's go ahead and apply the medium preset and see what FPS we get now. Okay, so that's taken us up to about 120, so we've kind of doubled our FPS, I guess. So this feels a little bit smoother now, which is nice. So now I've put them on auto set, so this is like the best settings for this computer, or what the game thinks anyway, and it's basically limited me to 60 FPS, which they always seems to do. I don't know why it does that. Let's just set that to unlimited real quick. All right, so currently we're on the settings that the game thinks we should be running at, and still the performance much better than epic settings, but still I reckon we could do way better than this. All right, so I've gone with a bit of a custom low setting, so I've set it to low, but I've put a couple of the things on far and that kind of thing. So yeah, this is low settings on Fortnite, and yeah, this feels so much smoother, so much better. We can get about 200 FPS. It's a lot better to play on, that's for sure. I haven't played Fortnite in ages, but I mean, my building skills are not too bad. I'm not playing on like a proper keyboard or anything, but still. So I've done some benchmarks on the REDMAGIC Titan Pro 16, and I've compared it to some of my other computers. So let's see how it did. I started things off with a Geekbench 6 score, which basically measures the performance of your CPU in both single core and multi-core. So let's see how it did. The Titan Pro 16 got 2,898 in the single core score and 13,836 in the multi-core score. If we compare that to my MSI Stealth gaming laptop, my M1 MacBook Air, my Geekom AE7 mini PC from a couple of videos ago, as you can see, this laptop comes out on top in pretty much every single test. It only just falls short of my main gaming PC, but still, it's safe to say that this laptop is the second best computer I own. Moving on to the Cinebench 2024 results. Cinebench basically benchmarks the graphics performance and gives you a score. Now for this, I made sure that all laptops were in extreme performance mode or gaming mode or the highest mode possible. I also made sure to flick the mux switch on all of them so that they're running off the dedicated graphics cards, and these are the results. So the REDMAGIC got 9,959 points. The M1 MacBook Air unfortunately does not have a dedicated graphics card, so I had to use the CPU, and that fell very short and only got 509 points. My MSI Stealth got 7,569 points with its RTX 4050. The Geekom AE7 has integrated Radeon graphics, so unfortunately that fell short as well at only 812 points. But my main gaming PC again came in on top at 16,804 points with its RTX 4070 12GB graphics card. So still, similar results. This laptop comes second, and I'm very impressed with it.
Looking inside the Titan Pro 16, I'm pleased to see that we've got upgradable RAM up to 32GB, 2 M.2 slots, and a removable Wi-Fi card. The cooling solution is also really impressive, incorporating 4 copper tubes designed to efficiently disperse heat alongside 2 fans.
Alright, so I've been using the Titan Pro 16 for a few few days now, so here are my final thoughts. I really like the design of this laptop. It's very well thought out. We've got lots of ports, lots of cooling on the sides and on the bottom. I love this REDMAGIC logo here that just glows when the lid's closed and it's in standby. I love the hinge on the laptop so I can open it with one finger with ease. The trackpads, everything's just really nice about this design. However, the only thing that I will say about this laptop is that the matte finish that they've used is an absolute fingerprint magnet. But yeah, this attracts a lot of fingerprints. So throughout this video, I've had to use my cloth and just clean the fingerprints off it just so that the laptop looks nice in the video. So if you're concerned about that, then I'd definitely recommend checking out the white version of this laptop. Now, pretty much every gaming laptop now has got to come with its own pre-installed software. This is a very good software. It's very minimal, which is perfect. A lot of gaming laptops now come with gaming software built in, and it's just such bloatware. It always runs in the background. It's got loads of elements to it that are just irrelevant and you'll never use. But this one's got everything you need. It's really fast, snappy, and really easy to use. The only problem is with this software is that some elements are not translated into English. So for example, if I try and flick the MUX switch and set it to the dedicated graphics cards, as you can see here, the options are actually in Chinese. So yeah, it's fair to say that this software just needs a quick going over, making sure all elements are translated properly into English. I really like the trackpad on this laptop. It's really nice. It's got a very nice click to it, nice surface. You can do multi-touch gestures and stuff on it as well. However, where this laptop falls short for me is the keyboards. Now, like I said in the unboxing, the keyboard isn't as clicky as I would like. It's a bit clunky. The keys feel a little bit hollow, but the main thing for me is that it doesn't have per key RGB. So when I'm setting up the lighting mode in the GoPro software, I can't select individual keys to be lit up. I also can't set up a nice animation as well for all of the keys. If you compare that to something like my MSI Stealth, which does have per key RGB, as you can see, it just looks so much better. The brightness is better. You can have some really nice cool lighting modes as well. And also the clickiness and the tactile feel of these keys are so much better compared to the REDMAGIC. I can't fault the screen or the speakers whatsoever. And also the Windows Hello, which is a really nice thing to have, also recognizes me pretty much instantly thanks to its infrared camera at the top here. It would be nice if maybe there was a webcam cover included on this laptop. You can actually cover the webcam and the Windows Hello will still recognize you thanks to the infrared camera. The screen on it is really nice. It's really bright, and the 240 Hz refresh rate is just buttery smooth. And the speakers on this laptop have really impressed me as well. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on the REDMAGIC Titan Pro 16. Very impressive laptop, and I'm really excited to see where REDMAGIC takes this laptop in the future.
So with a new generation of gaming laptops coming out, if you're considering getting a new gaming laptop, then definitely consider the Titan Pro 16 from REDMAGIC. It might just surprise you. Thank you to REDMAGIC for sponsoring this video. This has been a sponsored review, but all opinions are my own. I'm very impressed with the laptop, so thank you to REDMAGIC for sending that to me. If you want to check out some more reviews or maybe some challenges, definitely click up here and make sure to subscribe as well if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.